As much as being laid off can be totally negative, I do get it. But on the other hand, it can equally be positive because it's able to bring a lot of valuable benefits. Hi, my name is Nicole. Welcome back to Kazini Talks. This is a space where we get to learn and grow and live a purposeful life. So please do not forget to tune in, subscribe. If you're new here, I definitely would love to encourage you to hit that subscribe button because we do share a lot of informative tips in this channel. So you're welcome to join the space and let's dive in. Okay, great. So in this particular video, I want to talk to you guys about the effects of being laid off. So this is a topic that I have not tackled before in this channel, but today I want to talk about it simply because a lot of people are actually going through layoffs at their various companies, and so many times, a lot of people keep sending me a lot of questions in my DMs. How do I go about it? How do I get another job? Is there any available vacancy that you have that you can offer me? So for people who don't know, yes, outside being a content creator, I also work as a recruiter. So yeah, so you can imagine I get lots and lots of inboxes quite on a daily, just telling me that of so many people telling me that they have lost their jobs. How do they get another one? How are they able to secure and things of that sort. So it's because of that I thought, why not to come down and sit here with you guys and just have this video with you to talk to you about some of the effects of going through a layoff. So as much as yes, majority of us may tend to see it more like a negative thing, however it can also be a positive thing. So I'll just share with you my few tips as to what some of the effects may be and how you can go about it. When you're employed, sometimes you can end up becoming too comfortable because of the current situation. Now, most of the times, there are lots of people who are employed, but are not really happy with their jobs or at their current jobs, and I get quite a lot of people talk to me and telling me, Paul, I'm not happy with my job, and it's hard. Yes, I get it, because at the end of the day also it's hard for you to leave that job when you do not have any other to look up to or to rely on. So it can be quite frustrating, and sometimes it can also lead to a bit of comfort because now you tend to remain at that very level because your mind starts to get limited to think that there's no other better opportunity than this, and it ends up keeping you in that same place that for years and years. So this kind of leads to a bit of stunted growth in your career path. So as much as being laid off can be a negative, but in this situation it can equally be a positive. Why? Because sometimes we need that extra kick to push us out of our comfort zones. I remember, in the past I've also equally been unemployed myself, and I've been unemployed actually for quite a long time, even before I got my current job. And it wasn't a comfortable space to be in, but because now I knew I was unemployed, it pushed me out of my comfort zone. And this is the time, that you can get to utilize to re-strategize yourself, to re-strategize and rethink about your career path. Where do you want to go next from here? What do you want to do? What are your goals, what are your short and long term goals from here? So sometimes you need that kick in the butt to help you get back up and to re-strategize your goals, your priorities, so that you can be able to even aim for something much more better than where you currently are. Being laid off can often lead to you qualifying for unemployment benefits. Now, hold on there. Let me just explain. These unemployment benefits obviously do not cut across each and every company out there because it depends, with the policies and the rules and regulations of where you currently work, and they support their employees with this kind of unemployment benefits. And it also equally depends on the scenario or the situation under which you've been laid off. So, let's say for example, you probably have maybe quit your job. Maybe you decided to quit your job and you were not like really laid off. Probably, you got fired at your current company, maybe because of poor performance or absenteeism from work, and those other kind of reasons. Obviously, in those kind of situations or scenarios, you will definitely not qualify for the unemployment benefits. But in case if it's a situation whereby, let's say, maybe the company is shutting down, maybe they have lost a potential client or a major client, who was the main financial body that was funding them, that can equally lead to, being laid off, because then the company is trying to, cut costs. So they want to even reduce on their labor, to help them minimize their costs. So in such kind of situations where it's beyond your control, it's not like really you who caused it, but some certain situations that are so uncontrollable, then yes, you can be able to qualify for the unemployment benefits. And sometimes even when there's a breach of contract, for example, maybe your company has signed a contract with a particular client and they were not able to maybe complete the entire duration of that contract, that can also lead to you getting those unemployment benefits, and maybe they can decide to even pay you for the rest of the other months, like you are meant to work for them, but now because you've been laid off, you cannot work. So you'll be paid some months ahead, and that becomes also an advantage for you, because at the end of the day, yes, as much as I totally get that that is temporary money for you to rely on, but at the end of the day, it's also a huge benefit for you. Why? Because it now teaches you to utilize what you have, and it also helps to prepare you to get into that mode of, okay, I'm no longer going to be receiving this money like I used to. So with what I'm getting now, this will be able to help me to plan myself even better as I get into the unemployment market. Now, another effect of being laid off is that it will definitely cause you to have a resume gap. Now, most of the times, especially under a few exceptional cases, you might not like take really, really that long for you to get a job. But majority of the times, a lot of people who have been laid off end up taking quite a lot of time before getting another job. And we are talking like from less than 3 months. I mean, 3 months and above, sometimes it may take you quite a long time for you to get another job. So meaning that is going to obviously lead you to having a resume gap or a career break in your CV. And I totally get it, because on the side of the recruiters, most of the times that is a huge red flag for them. That's a huge turn off for most companies, because nobody really wants to employ someone maybe who has got a resume gap or even maybe a year plus. So I totally get it on their side. However, even on your side as a candidate, one of the ways you can utilize, this resume gap is to go ahead and search for organizations, whether it's non-profit organizations or even small businesses, the startups that are just starting in your profession. Most of them usually tend to have a lot of volunteer opportunities. So you can try to, check those out and offer your services to these companies, volunteer for them, and on your CV that can come as consultation work. So So at the end of the day, it's not going to necessarily look like you were just volunteering on an unpaid basis, but then in a much more professional look, you can actually, make it look more like a consultancy work that you were doing after you got laid off. So that can help to cover that resume gap on your CV, and that is one of the ways you can be able to explain that resume gap to potential future employers. Being laid off is a sort of damage to your finances, and that I totally get. It's one thing that really stresses lots of people out there, including myself, is my finances being affected or damaged. And of course, we all know the moment you're out of job, your supply of finances has already been cut off. So definitely it can tend to affect you financially. However, during this time of, the layoff that you're going through, if there's one advice that I would give is to, take that time to look at your spendings, your expenditure, how you've been spending before you got laid off and now after. So this will help you to kind of craft a budget that you can utilize to help you through the unemployed season, because as much as it may be stressful, but at the end of the day, one thing that you should know is that it's not going to be permanent, because whatever situation it is that we go through in this life, nothing is permanent. So it's a very temporary situation, but how you choose to craft your budget will definitely help you during that temporary season, because then it will help you to review whatever expenditures you were investing and were not necessarily really important to you. That is going to help you to be able to cut down on some of those costs in order to live within your means and help you to be able to plan ahead as you transition into the unemployment line. Now, this particular one is one major common factor that affects so many people, and I've equally been affected as well myself. Being laid off can cause you psychological torture. In this case, what do I mean? It causes a lot of anxiety, stress, which can lead to laziness, it can lead to idleness, it can make you sometimes to end up overeating, because a lot of people, when they're stressed, sometimes they tend to turn that frustration to food and they end up overeating. So in that process, you again gain so much weight, which again becomes a healthy hazard to your life. It can also lead you to maybe developing bad habits such as drinking, smoking. For example, if you were not indulging yourself in those habits, it can, tend to lead you to want to indulge yourself in those habits. But at the end of the day, there's no situation that is easy, and just like I said earlier, there is no situation that is permanent at the end of it all. So during this time, utilize it to go out for walks, because this also helps, to relieve your mind, especially when you're going through stress or whatever anxiety it is that you're dealing with. Go for exercises just to keep yourself fit, and also utilize this time to equally start thinking outside the box in terms of trying to explore a new business venture that you can do. Now, one thing that so many people have fallen prey of, and I equally tell a lot of my clients, to my coach, do not only focus and concentrate on your full-time job alone. Now, I know as much as entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but at the end of the day, in this world that we are living in, the economy keeps getting tougher, things keep rising each and every other day. Your salary alone is not enough. Sometimes it may not be enough to sustain you to cover all these other different rising costs that keep coming up. So it's very, very important, for you to start thinking outside the box in terms of increasing your streams of revenue. What other things can you do? What hobby can you turn into a business venture that can be able to bring you income, right? There's so many websites out there that offer remote jobs. I've previously done a remote video which I'll leave it up here for you guys to check out. I definitely do encourage you to check it out because I provided lots and lots of websites that you can utilize to help you build and increase your sources of income. So this can be a very, very good time and opportunity for you to start to think outside the box, because other than just focusing on the complaints and maybe channeling that frustration and anger to your company that laid you off, you would rather channel that energy to now starting to think outside the box. Because when you think outside the box, you become more solution oriented than someone who is just full of complaints but you're not doing anything about it. So this helps you to think outside the box, and you'll be amazed, by the way, at the kind of ideas that you'll find yourself, having and doing. So this definitely can be able to help you start something new, and you just can never tell how it may take off and what other new doors of opportunities it may open for you. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. That's all that I had for you in this video. Thank you, and I definitely do encourage you to check out my other videos. You'll definitely learn a thing or two from them. So we have got quite a lot of things that we have been doing. I know I haven't been so much on YouTube because I've been working a lot behind the scenes with Kazini Consults, and we have quite of amazing things that we have been doing. I've been super engaged, but I do not want to spill all those things right now in this video, but I definitely will begin to drop the tea slowly by slowly. However, also aside from that, I equally happen to recruit for certain positions. So if you fall under technology, if you fall under healthcare, you're a healthcare professional from whatever part of the world, ensure that you've passed your NCLEX exams. Please feel free to DM me in the comments below. I'll definitely leave a link that you can fill in, and we can connect from there. So that was it for the video, guys. Stay tuned. I'll catch you in my next one. Bye for now.